Hey gang, today we are making another video. But about what? Um, this day I've started a few videos, and each time I'm sort of wondering what it's going to be about. And I'll start the video and then I'll wait for inspiration to come, or just explore a few thoughts and then to see where it goes. But today things just haven't really been flowing, or um, it hasn't really been too interesting. And that's gonna be normal. You're gonna have days where it's not gonna flow, where it's not gonna flow, when the creativity doesn't come, or when it's just not that interesting. And those days are normal. But I find myself resisting when that comes up, to resist that not knowing, uh, resisting the yang to the yin. But it's normal that these moments are happening, and I think the more you can accept them, and the more you can allow them to be there, and to acknowledge them, and to not resist so much those moments. Feel that it makes it easier to manage them, but it also brings you back to your creativity more, right? Because you're spending less time resisting. This means less internal disturbance in your mind or the way that you feel. And so this means that you're closer to calm, to peace. And from that peace, inspiration and creativity can flow freely. So the trick is to accept when things are not flowing, and to allow them to not flow. It could also be that there's something influencing the flow. So I have often found that whenever I am not seeing clearly, or the creativity doesn't want to flow, often there is an emotion, a feeling in front. It could be anger, it could be sadness, it could be fear. But emotions, when they are coming to the surface out of your subconscious, they take up space, and so they tend to influence your creativity. What I, for example, often notice is that when I'm angry, I can try all that I want, but um, there's no creativity coming, and there's nothing good coming. And so in those moments, it's often more helpful for me to uh, step away, after acknowledging that, and to take a step back, from creating, and then to focus on the emotion. What is there? My feeling? And when you take that step, usually the emotion comes forward more pronounced, and you get an opportunity to deal with whatever is showing itself to you in that moment. But it often feels counterproductive because you have things to do, or you have a desire to do something. For example, I have a desire to make great videos and to have the creativity stream out of me. And when that is not happening, that feels frustrating. So it feels uh, counterproductive to step away from it, because we have this task that we wish to do, right? And go forward in that. But it's often more productive to step away, take some time, and then go back, right? Because the quality of your work will be higher. It will be more creative, right? Because there is less emotion there blocking it, right? We've worked through the emotion, and then um, it's gone, or it's less gone, and so there's more room for creativity to flow. And this is what I encounter in my life. And as you practice, you learn to sort of recognize whenever you're creatively blocked that it's not so much because you're doing something wrong, um, and you have to push through, but more because there's something there, right? So the more you recognize that and turn to that, the more you can deal with whatever is blocking you. I mean, creative blocks are probably just that. There's different feelings, emotions that you are not approaching, or recognizing, or paying attention to, which are coming to the surface and then taking control over your creativity. Right, so, and this video is actually a good example of that, because before I was getting a little frustrated at the fact that nothing smart wasn't flowing out in the way that I wanted to, and I was also resisting the fact that this was happening, right? So I was getting frustrated and then resisting. It's only when I addressed it, at the beginning of this video, and I just started speaking openly about it. But it's also a way of working through an emotion, just to speak about it, address it. Hey, it's here. Um, and I find that, things are already unwinding, and here we have a nice flow around something that is helpful, a nice video from my own experience. So, yeah, creativity and blocks. Creativity is natural. We're all creative beings at all time. And we have access to our abundant and fantastic creativity. When we are unable to access it, it is not, because we're something wrong, but usually because there's emotions there, or fears. And fears are emotions. And these tend to block our ability to um, let our creativity flow. So if we work on the emotions, the creativity automatically starts to flow.